Hi, Rod Bates here, owner of Koinonia Guide Service. In the past, some folks have reached out to us and asked us, hey, what gear are you using for your flathead catfishing? So I thought we'd take a little time today and talk you through the gear that we're using. We are using the Team Catfish rods and reels. What I'm going to show you today is this is the 7-foot 6-inch medium heavy rod. This has the Gold Ring 400 bait caster on it. These rods are fairly priced, very durable. They do a great job for us. And this one here is the 7/6 heavy action. So there's a little bit of difference in the thickness, not much. Either one works well, heavy or medium heavy. So this has the Gold Ring 5000 spinning reel on it. When I'm fishing with the spinning outfit, I like the feature on this of the bait caster. I'm sorry, the bait runner. So this allows for you to cast it out, let it anchor, let the fish pull the bait caster to alert you. Engage it, reel it in, set the hook. What I like about this setup over the bait caster is if you're fishing in heavy current, the tension adjuster on this can tighten up a lot better than on the bait caster. So this works very well in heavy current. The line we're using is, again, the Team Catfish. This is the tug-of-war braid. This is 65-pound test and 50-pound test. The biggest flathead our group's ever caught is 42, 43 pounds. But you got to remember, this line takes a lot of abuse out there. I started with a 65-pound braid. I switched to the 50-pound braid primarily because we get hung up a lot, and it's a lot harder to break the 65-pound braid than it is the 50-pound. So most of my reels now are spooled with the 50-pound braid. We use a sinker slide, and we'll show that to you here in a little bit. Again, Team Catfish. And then we use a sinker bumper, because as that sinker slides down, the sinker bumper will protect your knot. And when I'm fishing live bait on the bait caster, even cut bait on the bait caster, if I'm using the bait caster, we're not using a bait runner, so I'm locking this down, engaging it, and I'm using the A-dot double action Team Catfish hook. When they bite that, you want the rod bent good before you even get it out of the rod holder. What we recommend is you reel real fast. Once the fish is hooked up, then you get the rod out of the rod holder and you fight the fish. The reason I don't like to lift it out beforehand is if you miss the fish, you can just stop reeling and the bait will drop down more quickly than if you pull the rod out, etc. So that's how we do that. Now I'll show you the detail a little bit of the intricacies of how this works. We have that sinker slide we said, and the disc sinker will clip right on there. That anchors down to the bottom and it allows the bait to slide in and out of this sinker slide. That sinker bumper we talked about is right there. As that you're fighting a fish and that sinker is bouncing around, it's protecting your knot. And then I fish anywhere from a 75-pound rated to 150-pound rated swivel. I found that the larger swivel does not deter us from getting bites, so the bigger the better. I use the same swivel for channel cats or flatheads. Doesn't seem to affect the bite. And then I have an 80-pound Dacron leader. You'll notice this is chartreuse. It just works better with black lights at night, helps us to see it better. And again, we started with black. We didn't notice any drop-off in bites, so we've gone to chartreuse. That's why I've done that. We also started with fluorocarbon line. Fluorocarbon, little to no stretch, and it's less visible to the fish. The problem is when you start getting up 30, 40, 50-pound test line to fluorocarbon, it's really hard to tie knots with. This 80-pound Dacron is very supple, and when it's rubbed against trees and stuff, it holds up very well. So that's how we rig that. One last thing I want to show you. It's how we snell a hook. So simple. Ken Freeman of Team Catfish. He ran the Team Catfish tournaments, the big Cat Quest tournaments. He showed me how to do this, and I said, it can't be that simple. And he said, no, it's that simple. Since then, I do use it. I've lifted 20, 30-pound fish in the boat with this, and I don't worry about it at all. So basically, you take your leader, and you go through the eye of the hook towards the point of the hook. Always eye to the point. You bring it through. Now, you don't want this tag end real long because it could get tangled in here around your hook, etc. So I pull that back to the bend of the hook. Right there. Now you just take 8 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wraps. If you got a little wild and crazy, you just slide that up, make it look pretty. And then the same way you started, take the tag end through the eye towards the hook, tighten it up, and that's simple. Now, for you guys who like to fish cut bait or chicken livers or things like that, that you have extra meat hanging out there, all you do is back this out of the eye, and that will create a loop for you. Now you have a loop there. So you put the meat on the hook, excess meat, wrap it in that loop, pull it tight, and it works to help hold that extra meat on there. So, easy to do. I'll show you one more quick time. The key is eye of the hook towards the point of the hook. Bring it back to the bend so you don't have a wild tag end there. 8 wraps. 1, 2. I'll make this one wild. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can see that's all stretched out there. All you do is snug it up. Pull it tight. Make it look a little more finished. You finish it up the same way you started, through the eye towards the point. Pull it tight, and that's it. Simple as that. So if you're interested in any of this gear, Bass Pro Shops carries a lot of it. You can go online at Team Catfish and check it out. So if you want to go out and get some flatheads this summer, here's how you do it. Thanks, and have a great day.